What's up, everyone? This game is crazy. And actually, it is, I think, a first for this map. And it's really exciting after the new patch that this is possible. What we have here is a 1v1. This was game number 3 in a best of 5 between myself, who's over here in the blue playing as the Portuguese, and then Anakin, who's a 2K player from Argentina. This is the finals of the top bracket in our community tournament. We had over 300 plus signups. It was amazing from the lower ranks to the upper ranks to see how many games were played. Lots of fun times were had by all, but I was here to continue my undefeated streak. Anakin's 2K. We had some other players who were 1900 2K in there, and I'm around 2200, 2300 depending, and I've been able to stay undefeated. I was 2-0 up in the finals, all right? So I'm feeling confidence, and I'm ready to get my 3-0 sweep. And the map here is Rocky Forest. And the whole aspect of the map is you've got the stone, which cannot be walled on. And actually, unfortunately, I didn't really scout this much. Usually you can have, like this, for example. You could have a much better lumber camp because the lumber camp's already inefficient. But unfortunately for me, I didn't scout this. I didn't scout this because I was scouting with my sheep back here. And I was pushing deer. I was being extremely greedy. And if you watched Titans League, most people pushed in deer. We did see some deviation to the strategy, but for the most part, people just get as much food as possible, and there wasn't a whole lot of craziness. Now, I was a little surprised he picked Armenians, because I know Armenians have some potential, but he seemed like a standard player, and I actually prepared for this. I mean, I looked through some of his games before this. I treated this like a tournament with lots of prize pool, just to gain experience and whatnot, and I didn't see anything crazy. Now, I was surprised he picked Armenians because I thought he was going to play it on another map. But as we're arriving to Feudal Age here, I'm going to slow it down here in a moment. But you can tell he's gone for the barracks and he's gone for militia. Now, in my position, I'm thinking, even though my lumber camp really gives me pain, I'm thinking I'm going to go scouts or I'm going to go for archers. And I ideally was going to adapt based on what I saw from him. His scout comes through. I'm able to get a quick wall down and get some really critical hits. But because I think I'm going to be Feudal Age faster, I'm chasing his scout. I'm not moving forward. Again, just like greed, right? Being as greedy as possible. But what he's done is really cool. The mule cart can roll over the rock, so that's already good for Armenians. You can also drop off the gold there too, so that's good for the Armenians. And he has a nice little build. So here he comes, and he already scouted what's important to me. He sees the gold. He knows I'm on the wood line. And so as we chase each other here, we're gonna scuffle down here. But I have no scouting of what's to come. And in the most recent patch, militia just became a bit cheaper, so this is more doable. But the Armenians, they are the only civilization that can go for longsword in Castle Age. The other thing that the new patch did is they moved arson. The upgrade that helps you bust down buildings faster. Yeah, arson is also in Feudal Age. So, yeah. See, let me explain. Okay, let me explain. Because you're going to look at this and you're going to say, T90, who in their right minds just runs headfirst into the men-at-arms with their vills? It looks bad, okay? But when I told them to fight, they were just militia. I thought that I maybe had like 5 to 10 seconds and then I could get some damage in and then I could pull a villager or two away, okay? Yeah, horrible timing for me. She gets completely surrounded. I'm also paying attention to my scout here as well, as I know I need to kill him. And I mean, I was not prepared for this. I did go for the range opening. Was going to make skirms and spears. And now I'm like, okay, we're down a vill. This is still fine. I've gotten greedy with my eco upgrades. I've got horse collar for my farms. Once I start to add farms, it'll be good. With Portuguese, you get the wood trickle from the berries. I'm like, that's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Because usually it's just 3 men-at-arms. Yeah, it's usually just 3 men-at-arms. Well played from him behind this. I really like his build because he didn't continue to take gold. There's no reason to. And so now he comes back to the wood line. Unfortunately, I just completely missed this. I thought he was going over here. I wanted to take another area of berries. And so really good damage from him with the man-at-arms. Oh, and the other thing, guys, I feel like I should have listed all of this. Infantry's faster now, too. So infantry, now the same speed, sorry, I think it's like same speed as an archer, which is 0.96. Before, infantry was a little bit slower. So already you can tell, like, the man-at-arms, they arrive fast. They can do some damage fast. It's obviously especially strong because I can't wall it out here. But yeah, I figured over here I'd need to protect myself. We get the walls down. And Vil count's actually even because I've had less idle CC time. So this is still a pretty reasonable situation for me. But it's not great. Like, if this is another map, I would definitely just wall in these Vils and move forward. And my scout looks forward to see what he's done. He's done the right thing. He's gone for the spear in front because he knows my scout is out there. I saw this, but I had to pull my army back here. And when I pulled my army back there, my scout got hit. So I think this scout is pretty useless for me right now. I think I toss it on auto scout. Now, you might have caught it off screen. More villagers to gold for him. He's going to build a new mule cart there. And we have more man-at-arms. And it makes sense, right? Like, on paper, continuing to make man-at-arms against skirms that do so little damage to them makes a lot of sense. But at high-level AoE, we haven't seen this work out that frequently because the player with the skirms can just hit and run. And then you're going to see player micro their weak Vils back. So, you know, this is like, I'm playing real confident. I probably should tower here, but I'm so not attached to this wood line. I mean, why did I get this little nub of wood? It's so awkward. Like, I wasn't upset about my gold being forward. I was upset that I didn't have the wood right next to it. But I didn't scout, so we're not going to complain. I'm going for the blacksmith now to get fletching, and he is going for long sword. Now, I didn't actually watch the full game back yet, but I know what happened to me. And I can tell you that this is going to get crazier. I can tell you it gets so crazy I don't even remember all the upgrades that he had. But why go Castle Age when you could just stay in Feudal Age? Longsword is in, the stats go up, 60 HP now on the longsword, 9 base attack. That's a big jump. And so obviously I need a tower here. The nice thing, and I've said this in my cast on this map, is if I get the tower up, it protects everything. Everything along the front. So I have some weak Vils there. I do lose one. But now the tower's up, and he can't really hang around there. And I also have fletching. So that upgrade, you know, it's kind of tricky to afford. Here I'm still having to quick wall. Like, he's making me work really hard. But even though we lost 2 villagers, Vil count's still pretty even. I've had less idle TC, and I'm researching wheelbarrow, and my farms also have more food on them in the long run. So I'm feeling like, I'm feeling pressure. But again, like, I'm up 2-0. I'm like, okay, I think I can handle this. Maybe I just need to mix in a couple archers. So that was my thinking. Because it probably looks pretty foolish that I continue with skirms, but I couldn't take gold. Now I'm going to try and mix in archers. That's my plan. There's arson now. So now he's able to break down buildings even faster. And a villager's coming to the middle for whatever reason. We'll see what happens there. But it's going to be a total of 8 or 9 longswords. My mill just got melted there by the longswords. Obviously, it was being attacked for a while. But still just trying to hit and run with my skirms. And stay in here and get enough gold for some archers. So this whole time, he has not had infantry armor. Or any upgrades beyond just upgrading the unit itself, right? So no blacksmith upgrades. So this is about to get to the point where he's going to have blacksmith upgrades. Here come the Vils, so he's taking advantage of the hunt. He also has the farming eco. He also has another area of berries. Anakin's doing a sick job, despite there not being any high ground to take advantage of here. I have 10 skirms. I'm, again, telling myself, well, I'm pretty well protected with this tower. Maybe I can get to Castle Age. Maybe I'm actually fine. Maybe adding archers is a mistake because he has the skirms here. And here he goes. He has the armor now. He has arson now. And watch how freaking fast this tower goes down. Now, obviously, I don't have murder holes. And my range units are on the other side there dealing with this. So I didn't really know what to do. My hope was that I could fight, I could repair, and then he would pull away from the tower, and my tower would do damage. But my tower's gone. My tower is absolutely gone. I can't complain about the pathing here, because how are the units supposed to path through there? I mean, everything's stuck. Everything's clumped. There's my archer, finally. My TC garrisons to kill 2 more longswords. And guys, like arson has paid off for him. Longsword has paid off for him massively. I've lost 13 villagers, and I am in one of the most awkward situations you could have. Look at my resources. I'm about to click to castle. If someone could donate 200 wood to me and 50 gold right now, very likely I could still win this game if I can get up, because this army can still kind of hold, like maybe, but I have no tower anymore. I still only have one archer in the group, which is such a shame. Having like 4 or 5 in the group could have helped so much more. Longsword Pierce Armor isn't that good in Feudal Age, but I'm on the way up. You'll notice, though, I mean, I've got 27 vills against his 43. My range is melting. Look at this, dude. My range is melting, and now I no longer have a natural wall along the front. Now I've got to go for more quick walls. And I'm killing those longswords slowly. But I barely have a working economy anymore. And I love this energy from him. Anakin, I don't know if you're ever going to watch this, bro, but this is exactly what you need to do. Just freaking send it. You're down 2 games. You get a position. Like, so many people hesitate thinking they're going to throw. I get that. But I think this is the right move. He's killed 17 eco. And his range units have played very little role. Like, he hasn't had that many skirms. It was enough to discourage me, I guess. Look how fast my palisades go down. Like, I'm used to having a little bit more time here. And there I panic, and there I add a wall, and now I try and repair both of these walls at the same time. But then my range units, it's still just kind of an army of skirms. I can't make archers. And so, as my 20th villager goes down, make it 21st villager goes down. I'm sitting here. I know people who pay attention to the Community Cup are watching. I know there's people casting it as well. And I'm just like, no. Please. I want to come back here. So, I know it looks bad. Okay, I know it looks bad, but you guys hate it when someone resigns early. In my position, I'm like, I'm going to try because I think I have the resources to make some knights. Which is true. But I don't have the wood. So, like, I somehow get enough wood to go build a lumber camp. I've got to wait for that whole process. And I'm trying to just repair these walls and do some damage behind because now I have bodkin. And, oh my god. It's crazy, right? It's absolutely crazy how fast buildings go down with arson. Now, it's arson longswords. I don't know the order of the uploads this week. There's another game where I'm Dravidians. If that's already up, that'll show up on screen. If not, just keep an eye out for it. There I show you guys some arson from Man-at-Arms. But arson longswords is insane. And again, I'm sitting here, I'm just like, come on, give me the wood for a stable. Give me the wood for a stable. No. No. Not again, dude. Not again. I just want to make a freaking knight, bro. Well played, Anakin. 26 villagers. This is definitely the most lopsided eco KD I think I've ever faced. Anyways, I'm gonna wait for this freaking night, guys. Like we've waited this long. I'm gonna try it. He makes it to Castle Age. I'm like, oh crap, because I was in the back of my mind. I'm thinking maybe his eco is really crap, you know. Well, obviously it's not gonna be as crap as mine. We're hitting and running. We're taking out the long swords. They now become two-handed swordsmen, which only the Armenians can do. Again, the skirms have done a pretty decent job, but I see the knight right as I'm about to complete my own stable. And I realize, yeah, I mean, this is pretty horrible. I'm going to get completely overrun here. Collected 4,000 more resources than me. Would have the second TC, already has the first free relic here, still has vills in the middle to come do God knows what. I have been dead for some time, and he gets the win. But that was ridiculous, man. I want to go back, I want to show you just how fast my range went down. It's pretty crazy, man. Like, and the thing I like about this, okay, so we're what, 20-30. He commits 8 long swords with forging to my range, and pretty much as we hit the 21-minute mark in game, my range is going to disappear. I don't know how many vills I need to repair there for that to work out for me, but it needs to be way more than 1. That's ridiculous. Now, what I like about this, even though I've lost, is that I think, like, I don't think longswords are ever necessarily going to be the unit that you can just play with all the time at high level AoE because they're slower, right? And mobility matters a lot. But there's at least some power to them to actually break down fortifications and force crazy reactions. If this game was closer, like let's say I get to archers a little bit faster and I have like 5 archers, there I think the game is closer, but still I have some really massive problems, and he could always switch into something else later on. So that was pretty cool. You don't see that every day. This is probably just a combination of an underdog combined with a new patch, combined with the Armenians. All was the perfect storm, and Anakin got his win. Did end up winning the next game. Scoreline ended up being 3-1. We had some fun games. I'll also, if I can remember, link the VOD for one of the community casters in the description if you're interested in watching any of those games back. But that's it for me, guys. Lots of new uploads coming. YouTube should be filled with content. So if you enjoy it, leave a like. Hope to see you in the next one and the one after that, because the next couple months at least are going to be absolutely insane on YouTube. I've got some really cool videos in the works for the new DLC that's coming up. I'll be doing my best to cast all the new civilizations and get a feel. And yeah, my mission to find unique 1v1 games for you. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.